That adjustment after their last loss from last week, and we are underway here at the cage. And Sydney get the first crack, the first possession. Bruce to Julian Kazoo. Great battle between him and Cam Tragat tonight. We'll keep our eye on that. Grant down low. Great catch on a seal. Can't get the finish, though.
See, I like that play for the Sydney Kings. Going into Grant early, he just needs to power that up and go for a three-point play.
Tigers like to get Dorsey going early. Little catch and shoot on a pop back, and he drills the three. Brock Dorsey, an early start.
And you know he's going to feel like it's Christmas. I know it's a month away. It's coming early for him because he's saying, okay, I've sacrificed my game. Now's my time to be able to shine like I did in Cairns.
And he has shined in the first minute of this game. He looks so confident, and you know when he gets going, he's as explosive as anybody. Bruce to Grant. Grant for the jam. He doesn't make the same mistake twice.
And that's a great pass, too, from Aaron Bruce. Coming off that on ball, they switched at the Melbourne Tigers. He found Grant rolling to the basket. As you said, Steve, he can do that all day. Why shoot a hook shot when you can do that?
Little carry as Lucas Walker, and we get another look at that nice pass into Jere Grant.
He's had a good year, Aaron Bruce. I mean, they've been inconsistent, but I think he's done a really good job. I think he'd do a better job if he was playing the two, if they had an American point guard, Steve, and that'll be something we'll discuss as the night goes on.
Bruce up top, especially if he had the ability to swing back and forth. As Kazoo puts a soft one up over the outstretched arm of Lucas Walker, just too big.
The Melbourne Tigers are going to have to double Julian Kazoo inside, particularly when the Sydney Kings aren't shooting the ball well from three. They can afford to do that.
Tragat yet to start his account. And he's had some big ones against Sydney as well. Ubaka, shot clock down to three. Lucas Walker from the three-point line comes up short. Tommy Greer doing what he does best. Walker. There's a block on Ratch. He didn't get outside the circle.
That is one powerful move by Walker. One pull through, dribble to the basket, and he just attacked the defense. And it's a good move because they were inside the circle. There was really nothing else they could do from the defensive end.
It's a good thing he ran into him because unchecked, that would have been a highlight because he is super athletic and deceptively big.
Certainly is, Steve. And the Melbourne Tigers, last year they went so big, they had all these 7-footers. This year they've got so many guys who can play the 2 and 3 spots. It's like they're overloaded with Liam Rush sitting there waiting for his opportunity.
Aaron Bruce just throws that one like it was a car wash and didn't want to get the ball wet. Right through a little gap. I like that one, huh, Hammer?
I like that one. I was trying to work out where you were going, but I'm with you.
Sydney Kings hold a 1-point lead. Walker again with the drive. Skip pass to Ron Dorsey for three. Comes up short. Out of shot that one again. Tries to get Cam Tragat going. Loose ball. Ben Magin comes up with it. Nice little sweet move and a soft touch with no angle. Gets the shot to drop.
He needs to be able to get a few layups before he has to revert to having to take a three-point shot because he hasn't shot the ball well so far this year, although the last couple of games he started to step it up.
Slow start, injured in the preseason. Last year's Rookie of the Year. Imagine as Ubaka lines up for three. Well, we haven't seen the best of him yet.
Oh, we have in the NBL, just not in a Melbourne Tigers uniform, and you've got that feeling that it's not too far away that he's going to stamp his game on this stadium.
They haven't seen it for the Melbourne Tigers, maybe when he was an opposing player.
The game he played against the Perth Wildcats, it was either last year or the year before. I mean, he was exceptional in dominating a game with the ball and getting his teammates over, but still being able to score himself.
Bruce, he's been good early. I'm sorry, that's Ben Magin. Comes up short on his jumper. Dorsey looking for a cutter, gets it to Tragah, bounce past the baseline. Dorsey with the reverse lane off the window.
Great pass from Cameron Tragah too. Just put it on the floor. Dorsey took care of the rest. Oh.
Aaron Bruce going into the body of Lucas Walker. We'll get another look at that nice bounce pass from Cam Tragah.
Here we go, guys. We got two.
Aaron Bruce gets himself to the line, and that's so important too. If you're being aggressive, you're finding your teammates, then you got to get some cheap ones from the foul line too.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Steve. I like the way he started this game. Aaron Bruce has come out as the leader of the team. He's got a couple of easy baskets for his teammate, and now being able to get in there and put pressure on the Tigers defense.
Had a shoulder that was bothering him against Cairns, was 0 for 5 in his shooting. Spoke to him before the game, and he said he's feeling much better. And that's part of the job, playing with injuries.
There's not too many times during a season you get to play without any sort of niggle at all, is there?
No, not that I can remember. Not when you're pulling down big minutes. Ibaka. Lucas Walker comes up short. About a good step and a half behind the three-point line. Maybe a little out of his range. Madgen in rhythm. That's good. Good start for Ben Madgen.
It certainly is. You can start to feel the momentum building after you said he had injury at the start of the season. He proved last year that he can certainly shoot the ball and play at this level.
Ibaka. Shot clock in single figures. Tragah. This is the best look he's had all game. Tough shot. Falling back on one leg. Rash with the board in traffic. Very good rebound.
Walker had a chance to be able to really set a good pick for Ibaka as we see Bruce get to the basket. Good, strong move. But at the other end, Ibaka's made 1 from 1. He had a wing pick and roll. Walker needs to go and take his man out, sacrifice something to get his teammate an easy bucket.
Tigers looking for something. Ibaka. Lucas Walker goes up for the jam, comes up short. Dorsey absorbs the hit. Jere Grant throws it out of bounds.
Great timing from Grant. He waited. He knew it was coming and slapped it.
Sydney Kings with a 5-point lead against the Melbourne Tigers. 4:51 in the first. We'll be back.
Our new passenger cars not only compete on the road, they also compete off it. 2.9% interest rate. 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty. And 3 years free servicing. That's everything all in one package. Fluence versus McGahn. 2 different cars, 1 competitive spirit. Which side are you on?
Corner and Tommy right there.
Hey, guys, on the greens, we got to be a lot harder at green. Okay, we're back foot setting on the green defense. If we're putting pressure on the ball in the back court, we can't allow an easy pass to come in. Okay, Chewy, you got stretched on that last penetration. We spoke about pack the paint in. Okay, pack the paint. They scored 14 points in the paint. Come on now.
Well, that's the question mark for the Melbourne Tigers. Not so much of their lack of size, but they have to be very aware of teams attacking them inside the paint. But the paint has come from not so much post-ups, but strong dribble penetration and good good seals by Jere Grant.
No doubt, and their guards, being able to contain the man with the ball. If you're going to put pressure up the court, you have to be able to pick a gap that you can still contain. And with a small athletic lineup, you think the Tigers could do that.
Tragah in rhythm, gets the soft roll. That looked better. That's a good shot for him, even though he's up on one leg.
That's a high percentage shot for Cameron Tragah. He's had a very good season, very consistent scoring season this year.
Kazoo. Aaron Bruce to Madgen. margin. Good closeout by Dorsey. Tries to dump it to Grant. Shot clock down to 2. Comes up short. Daniel Dillon into the game for the Tigers.
Much better defense from the Melbourne Tigers.
Dillon looking for Tragar. He's fronted by Kazoo. And those two were banging down there. We had Brendan Joyce calling the game with us in Wollongong, and he thinks that the big should be able to bang more in this competition.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I like the fact that Kazoo, there's no foul so far. I like the fact that Kazoo was actually working hard to stop Tragar trying to get the ball, because he knows once he gets it in this position, it's a tough matchup.
2 quick fouls on Julian Kazoo. You know, one, even though he's just hit one, but that was going to be a tough shot if he could have held off bringing the hand down.
Oh, I think he was unlucky on both those calls, Julian Kazoo. And now he's going to have to come out of the game. 2 fouls in the first 6 minutes and 5 seconds of this game. Spells trouble for the Sydney Kings.
That is unfortunate. Cam Tragar is hard enough to guard without getting a couple of gifts.
Oh, he will be very happy with that. 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Cameron Tragar. I was giving it to him on Twitter today because he's shooting 47%. And I didn't know whether he wanted some help from my 10-year-old. Because she can shoot 60.
Yeah, Shiloh will knock it down on a regular basis.
He said he's been working hard. And those 2 baskets obviously put.
Luke Martin to the game for Sydney. Shot clock down to 5. Martin finds Aaron Bruce. Catch and shoot. That's good. Aaron Bruce leaving that hand up on the follow-through. Feeling it.
And again, it came from the penetration against the Melbourne Tigers defense. Martin gets straight into the middle. Whilst they don't see him as a threat, becomes a good passer and opens up a basket for Aaron Bruce.
Tragar hands it off to Dorsey, trying to turn the corner. Loses the handle from behind. That'll be on Graham Dan. And Aaron Bruce, as we get another look at this, Aaron Bruce, maybe not on that whole exchange, but maybe slid over to the shooting guard a little bit. It's nice when you don't have to carry the ball the whole game and bring it up. You get a little bit of a break and you get a catch and shoot.
Well, I think the other thing is not just the catch and shoot, but it's that somebody else is going to create shots for him, but also having a 2-man that can actually use an on-ball screen and create for somebody else as well. That was the environment I love to be able to play with someone else who could do that.
Aaron Bruce in rhythm, drains another 3-pointer. Sydney Kings take their lead up to 7.
And Luke Martin's made a difference coming into this game, being able to get Bruce those shots, as we've spoken about.
Dillon gets it to Tommy Greer from the corner. He's long. Tragar with the offensive rebound. Skips it to Ubaka.
He's going to shoot that.
Tough shot. Cam Tragar used it like a lob pass, and he gets the cheap one.
He will be telling you afterwards that that was a lob pass, Steve.
Well, he needed to do something after turning down that wide open look with the shot clock down to 6. Grant. Watch out if he starts making those.
He's got the ability to be able to do it. I saw him pre-season, Steve, and he looked good being able to shoot that shot. Probably hasn't showed us so far that he can do it regularly.
Tragar on a pass into Tommy Greer, gets it out to Ron Dorsey. That's good. Ron Dorsey 2 for 3 outside the 3-point line.
Great pass too. The big fella inside, finding the perimeter shooters. No doubt Dorsey can heat it up.
Grant looking for Dan. He spins into the middle. Nice move. Misses the layup, but works on his offensive rebound and then gets the tip. That would have counted if it went. And Daniel Dillon turning on the Jets after a Sydney Kings make.
11.
And that's what he's good at. I mean, he showed last year that he really has improved his game, and he just needs to learn to pick and choose when he's aggressive. That decision was a good one, being able to get to the basket. The last play phase, he probably hung on to it too long, needed to be able to move it on.
Well, one thing about Patty Mills not being here is he'll get longer stretches to get comfortable in the game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And they will be a better defensive team with him out there because he is so athletic and he is just going after people. And you see now he's playing against Bose and he's giving up a lot of height, but you still back him for the fact of his energy to be able to get it done.
Martin down into Grant, spins into the middle. Did he hook?
See, I don't think you can let somebody like Grant get the ball just straight away on the block like that because he becomes too much of a difficult matchup once he gets it because he can shoot it and he's got the ability to be able to spin and do what he did then to be able to draw fouls.
Because we cancelled the score, the ball's to the side in. Just where you are.
Luke Martin inbound it from the side. Tim Lang's into the game for the Melbourne Tigers, and Jerry Grant just gives him one right in the grill.
And that's the thing. You let him get the ball in that position. He feels comfortable. They have to be able to deny Grant getting the ball and challenge him to be able to do something else.
Lang getting some minutes with Matty Burston out. Daniel Dillon pull-up jumper going left. Grant does a good job of screening out Lang. Here comes Sydney. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Bose. Aaron Bruce with a bomb. And test to see how hot he was. Liam Rush gets it to Dorsey. To Dillon. Lang has it go off of his body. 11 seconds left. Sydney will be going for the last shot.
And that's not the right play, Steve. There wasn't an open layup. There's 11 seconds left, as you said. You've got to be able to get one shot.
Bruce gets a quick one. Catches Melbourne off guard. The Tigers will get one from Ayinde Ubaka, but they come up